NFL's oldest and most storied stadiums, it's time to give it another go at Green Bay's Lambeau Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Dante Pettis to return it. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Another one caught by St. Brown. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
And gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger, a punt for the Saints. On the return for the Packers, that's Matthew Golden. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down. You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 21-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Zone read here, the handoff to Kamara. Defense following the ball perfectly on that zone read and close in on him for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And he's caught, he's got Lamb. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Putting the tight end in motion. Kamara does not score. They not only stop him, he backed him up a couple of yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They start out with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A pickup of 17. And it'll give the Packers the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down throw for Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
It's 2nd and inches at the Saints' 31-yard line.
ball forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. McManus sends it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, this is Pettis. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's it to Juwan Johnson. He's sent down right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Johnson once more. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Up in 25 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. line they come, second down. Throwing again, Mahomes. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. They'll throw, third and long. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Smith able to put it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here's the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Jaden Reed to return this. Shoots away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Crabbe. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Stopped there by the 4th-year ball hawk coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Working from the gun. It's Allen. Short pass brought in. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Running on first here with Jacobs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 38-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing here, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Rookie Danny Stutzman in on the stop.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Reed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, Jacobs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is some old-school brutality. An offense close to a first down, a defense that knows there's a run headed right its way. In a battle of wills, the offense gets it done.
They've got first down here from the 36. A give to Wilson up the middle. And they drop him after just a yard. Second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Allen going to the air. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Allen on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, this is Pettis. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here comes the Saints offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
It's It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Lamb has another one. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Counter give to Kamara. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
So first down from the 41. Mahomes. He finds Johnson. And they bring him down around the 34.
This big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
So looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Made by Alvin Kamara. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He's back to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll run with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now lead by 10. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and
3rd and 2. It's caught. Chase has it. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On 1st down, Allen. Right back to Chase. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. A tight end in motion now. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd.
That's good.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Allen finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final 1. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Again, Allen to the air. Completes this one to Kraft. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
Allen gonna throw again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's got a touchdown, but there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand. So not an easy feat by any means, Brock. Scoring on the play with interference, and they, of course, decline it and take the touchdown.
Yeah, you talk about it, and you love to see it. Guys that can play through that contact, kind of like in basketball, right? You take a foul, but you still finish the hoop. It's the same thing with these pass catchers on the other end of it. Those that can play through contact, they tend to separate themselves.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And that's recovered by the Saints, who are going to win this football game. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Looks like a designed run here from Mahomes. So this a win on the road for the Saints. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Well, no doubt about it, this is a one-of-a-kind appearance among NFL venues. Welcome to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Offense act now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
We'll give to Mason running right. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Burrow setting up the play action. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Mason will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Bronco. And Jumbo Set is still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. The tight end going in motion right. Going play action here. Burrow. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. And first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. He'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Chipping, are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This is Genty on second. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
We've set it downs from 37. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air, Mahomes. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
But we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. It's a designed run for Mahomes. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down. Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 50-yarder.
And we will not see the field goal try just yet, as the clock has hit zeros on our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter.
Daniel
Raiders
Carlson
in
for the
possession.
Raider field goal.
Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Moore with a return. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Burrow now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Burrow from the gun. Quick slant to Hawkinson. And boy, they made a challenge that first down. They got very close. Picked up 14. Now it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Burrow's going to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Vikings first down.
You've set it downs for them from the 31. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that ball.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
He was defended by
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be against Jensen. They'll couple together a yard there. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. That one complete to St. Brown. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line. He's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Vikings 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. This gets forward to around the 29. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd down now. They need 7. Looking to throw, Burrow. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. Looking underneath, it's Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Hits him on the end route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. Running left side by Jefferson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Again, it's Burrow. The left side brought in by Hawkinson. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, about the 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to start this 3rd quarter. And they really lean on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. give to Jency. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They strike for 23 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Finds the in route complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Jency from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got 1st and goal.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Jency scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Carlson has the extra point. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Their work really cut out for them now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow setting up the play action. Pass it downfield. It's Chase. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Burrow on first down. He's at the screen. It's Hopkinson. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Burrow from the gun. Throwing the outlet up complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Vikings.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give it to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Burrow has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, better believe it is now.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Right back to Chase. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. The flag comes out. So this is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here. They'll run here following the penalty. Back to where they started as the play picks up 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Mason again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
That's twice now the runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
17. Vikings 14.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Number 89, Brock Bowers. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead with Genty. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock. And that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it. And then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on. Brock, add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. Looking to throw it. This gets the 1st and more. Get some space around midfield. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Here he is to throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Back to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Looking to throw Mahomes. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas. It's just about game time as we're settled into Tampa's Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Now they send their back in motion right. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Dumped off to his running back. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. They go for it. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Off the play fake, Burrow. And this is lofted deep down the middle. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
On 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they take him down right along the 30. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. Straight ahead from Gibbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 4 yards and a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Burrow on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage. Man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Boswell on to send this away. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. That one's complete, right side. This gets forward to around the 29. That stop made by T.J. Watt. We're to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Irving. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, man, that's Nacua. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Jefferson brings it in on the slant.
Jefferson, a 3-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or I think the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
That's good.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to the air, Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Again for the first time to Rashawn White. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Irvin here from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything...
Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked.
How many times do we get to the end of the game when we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, 2 yards there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. Burrow from the gun. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Burrow now on first down. And he's got it. It's in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. They send a tight end in motion. they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Burrow out of the shotgun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Boswell able to knock it through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throw in here just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Calvin Austin on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First down, Burrow to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Burrow to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving on the inside give. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down, Steelers in the dime. 6 DBs out there. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Making the call himself. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Bucs have the 1st.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Nakua here. He's got it. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Steelers 10.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Burrow setting to throw. This is Metcalf working that right side. He's off to the races. DK Metcalf. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that
pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers, and that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Begin with a quick completion to the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Another throw for Mahomes. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's taken down at the 30. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. On the give, this is Irving. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
We were barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Back to throw it. That one's tipped and intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over just outside the red zone at the 21.
Intercepted.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And he doesn't get this one very far. It's down to only about the 18. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
White on 1st and goal. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Oh, he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers picked up the fumble and ran it home. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder, you got to play longer than your opponent, and when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Burrow now on first down. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. He'll look to throw it. Finds the in route, complete. And he's going to have this one down in the 37. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down. Gain of 26 yards. First down, Steelers.
We've set it down from the 37. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up, guys. Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock. This one loses yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Setting up to pass. Ryan meet there, bring it in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. To throw. Forced out to his right. Oh no, the ball is loose. And this one belongs to the Bucs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They give to Irving to start this drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.